Hey guys, welcome to the weekly tarot forecast for the numinous week beginning August the 19th. I'm Lindsay Mack, and the card that I've pulled for us this week is Ten of Cups reversed from the Star Child Tarot. Really powerful week we're moving into starting yesterday, technically today, with the full moon. What is really important about Ten of Cups? So all tens are at this point where you look back at where you've come up until this point, and you look at it really objectively, and you say, okay, did this work? Did this not? The tens, in my opinion, kind of represent that opportunity to reflect really compassionately and objectively on, do I need to make a change? Or are things really, really solid? Are they lovely? Am I present? Are they working for me? So this is sort of the essence of the time right now. You know, we were in Tower a week or two ago. It sort of felt like that 2 weeks ago. We were in Two of Cups last week. So the energy is kind of in the realm of, who are you? Asking yourself this. Who are you? Who am I? How is my life working for me? And for some of us, we've really been seeing through very clear mirrors the last few weeks and really realizing there are a lot of things that are just not working. There are a lot of things that haven't been working for a while. And it's not about throwing out the baby with the bathwater, but it is getting really clear and being able to say, okay, this aspect of my life isn't working. I'm ready to level up. I'm ready to evolve past it. Where do I need to go? What do I need to do in order to figure this out? And Ten of Cups reversed is really kind of the caboose on this train, on this self-reflection train. It's going to be providing a very important framework for us, aided by all this beautiful, juicy Aquarian full moon energy. So this is a deal with the Ten of Cups. The Ten of Cups is a beautiful card, and really is a card of, when right side up, is really a card of understanding the joy and the beauty and the preciousness of life, and finally learning how to value being present for those moments. So one might say that contained within the Ten of Cups right side up is kind of the secret to life. Excuse me. On the Rider-Waite Ten of Cups tarot card, there's a rainbow, which I think says it all. Rainbows are perfect and beautiful and precious, and when you see one, you gasp and you feel this sense of awe and luck, like, how lucky am I to get to catch this in this moment? But they go away, they fade, sometimes after a moment. So that's a bit like life, not to put too fine a point on it, but it is. There are horrible moments and there are exquisite moments, and really all that we have is to be available for them and to find, no matter what the quality of the emotion of the moment is, the kernel of treasure in the present moment. That leads me to Ten of Cups reversed, which is what we're in this week. When we're in Ten of Cups reversed, it's a bit like, in one way or another, we have this orchard of beautiful trees, gorgeous trees, all of them bearing these beautiful pieces of fruit, colorful and juicy looking, but when we bite into them, they taste like nothing. They're empty, bland, cardboard. Maybe they even taste gross, like they're rotting on the inside or mealy. That's Ten of Cups reversed. Beautiful trees, shitty tasting fruit. A really nice, solid life example is if you're in an affair with someone who's married. You know, it looks like, when we're in it, really exciting and really perhaps promising and really awesome, even though there's this whole big guilt trip, really rough thing that's going on the underside, hence them being married. The fruit, it's never going to be what we want, ever. That's a really good example, completely putting aside the feelings of the other spouse. It's a really good example of Ten of Cups reversed. To put an even finer point on it, if you're in a relationship that's just for show, I'm being really direct with this, but that's pretty much what it pertains to. If you're in a relationship that's for show, you know it. It all looks good. And maybe you're questioning, like, it should feel good too, and it just doesn't. You know, if there's an aspect of your job or the way you feel about your body or whatever it might be, that all has to do with Ten of Cups. I brought up 2 relationship situations, but it doesn't have to be that way. We must, in this card, be brave. Shutting my door. We must, in this card, really be brave. We must look clearly, closely, with a completely open heart to see where in our lives are we still choosing the gorgeous looking fruit that doesn't taste good. Where are we still getting tricked by sight a little bit? Where do looks matter a little bit more than taste, than substance? Where are we passing by the juicy, gorgeous pieces of fruit that maybe don't look like what we'd imagine a perfect peach to be or a perfect apple to be? Where are we missing it? When we get Ten of Cups reversed in one area in our life, maybe even as small as the point on the top of a pin, we are missing something. We're getting caught up in what something should look like, what something should smell like, taste like, be, when really our heart knows the difference. Ten of Cups is asking us to kind of flip an old decision-making mechanism and rewire it, to let our heart do the choosing rather than our eyes, rather than our brain, rather than the part of us that would rather us be more content, more amenable for other people's sake. Screw all that and really just take a clear look in your life. Where am I walking into those orchards as opposed to the ones that my heart really wants to guide me to? Sometimes we make these decisions because we're afraid that there isn't going to be anything on the other side. And I assure you that there is. Everything you want is on the other side of the decision to leave behind the orchard that looks good but doesn't taste good, isn't actually nourishing us. The key for this week is finding, looking, opening our third eye and asking, where are the trees in my life that bear fruit that nourish me? It's a big question. So I'll see you next time. I wish you luck on all of this. Have a beautiful full moon and see you next week.